Are you a coffee lover and have problems with how to store your pods? I have got a project just for you. On Etsy, I have found a farmhouse style coffee pod holder, and I use it for inspiration for this project. Let's just get started. To start off this project, I grabbed a bit of pallet wood and we're going to run it through the thickness. And then after we've done that, we're just giving it a quick sand, make sure it's all nice and smooth. Now it's time to grab out the straightening jig and cutting off one side of the wood, and then we're using it to make a good reference point for using the square. Now I'm just working out the sizing for my coffee pod holder, and I want to put a nice taper on it. And now moving on to soda saw, just to chop these up quickly. You could also do this on a mitre saw, and now I'm using the width of the actual wood to gauge the bottom piece. Now I'm taping two of them together, so that way when I do the angle cut on them, that they all come out matching on either side, and just use the straightening jig again for that, following my line. Now moving on to a thinner width board, which will be for the front, the mid, and the bits of the front. Now just measuring these out and getting them cut to rough size, and cutting around the nail holes so I can remove as many nail holes in the project as I can. Using straightening jig again to thin this board down. Now I'm just doing a dry fit to see how this looks, and now that I'm happy with it, I'm giving each piece a quick sand and softening any corners that I'm doing. Wasn't able to cut around the nail holes on the back piece of this board, so I'm filling it with black super glue and then using activator to speed up the drying process. Then give them a quick sand to make them nice and flat. And then we will move on to gluing. Pull out the chisel because it was going to speed things up. Then hit it with the sander again. Now let's glue the back to the sides. Give them a nice bead of glue, and then I use my spatula to spread the glue around. Work together with the clamps, and now I'm going to glue the bottom as well and add a few more clamps on it that way as well to speed up the gluing process. When I'm happy with that, I add a few more clamps and let's leave this overnight to dry. Now I'm in the morning and I'm removing all the clamps. Then I'm going to hit it with the sander just to neaten up any of the glue joins. Next, I will be moving on to gluing the rest of the front pieces on. Again, bead of glue and spread it around the spatula. What's great about these silicone spatulas is that you don't have to wipe them, you just let the glue dry on them and then they just peel off the next day. Now we're clamping the lid on so that I can place the front piece at the right height. And then I'm going to grab the cut off bits from when I did the angle bit of the wood originally, so I can put them on top of it to make it easy to glue to clamp down, like you can see there. And give it a quick sand, clean up any of the glue edges. Give them a lid of good old sand, so it's ready to take on some finish. Oh, and I'm moving on to a hard grit, and I'm finishing off with a hand sander. Now I'm moving on to staining. I'm using dark by Rustins, which I think comes out with a nice finish. It was a bit of an awkward step to get your hand in, but I got there eventually. Look how dark that gets when the ink sucks up with the stain. And just doing the lid, and having to make sure I go back over with it, because otherwise you can leave fingerprints in the stain. It's done. Now I'm going to give it a quick clear lacquer spray finish. Now it's moving on to the lid. I've chosen to use a small hinge for this, so I'm just trying to get it in the middle, and then I screw it into place. I know screwing into end grain probably isn't the best thing to do, but this lid won't be taking any strain, so I think it'll hold just fine. Now it's centering the lid and start screwing it in place. I'm only just starting the screw holes up, because these screws are too long, so I'm going to trim them off with the Dremel, but I just wanted the thread to have been started before, because the screw would have had a point on it where now it doesn't tough a thing off. To the finished touches, it's just that's just the lid, and then we are done. Now look at that. What do you think? It is done, and overall I think the outcome looks great. You now got somewhere nice to store your pods, and you know it does the job. It's a quick scrapbook project, and I would sell it for about £20, and plus shipping obviously. The one change I would make to this is how I did the hinge. I'm not completely happy with how that turned out. You could go one step further, and on here you could write coffee. Or you could write if you've got different flavours, or if you were going for a decaf, you could have a decaf one. You could make this so it's about 3 or 4 wide and have each one for something different. Or you could make a load of these singly ones. I think these just will sell really well. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you for watching. And if you really enjoyed this video, I've got another video that I think you enjoy right here for you. And if you're liking these Etsy style build breakdowns that I'm doing, then I'll have a link to the playlist right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.